welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be talking about freshman and sophomore year and like in general the whole high school experience and what I had to go through as now an upcoming junior. And I know it's only been like 2 years, but in 2 years you can learn a lot about the whole high school experience and like what to expect and what not to expect. And yeah, I'm just gonna like tell you guys in this video. So if you are a rising freshman or sophomore, I would suggest you listen. So first, we'll talk about like my experience going into freshman year and like high school in general. So I was really scared. And if you live in New York City and like you know about the whole high school process and like in general everywhere, if you like the high school process and like what high school you're gonna pick, it's just so stressful. And for me specifically, since I'm in NYC, it was like the most stressfulest thing ever. Like it was like, what high school do I choose out of all of them? And something I did was like I kept trying to figure out like which one was good, which one was bad, like okay, is this really bad? But high schools are like, you won't be able to tell. Like if a school is rated really bad, it could be the best high school, and you get into the high school, it could be the best high school experience you could ever have, you know? And like you could be the smartest in your class, you could be the smartest in your grade, and you could just have like overall like the most amazing high school experience. So my advice to the rising freshmen, if you're applying or you've applied, is just generally pick a high school that has like sports and like your interests. Like whatever high school you go to, you will be fine. Like you will be literally fine. And I know like that's such like an easy thing to say, and you guys probably are not feeling it right now. I wasn't feeling it. Like I thought I was literally gonna die if I didn't go to a high school with my friends, and if I didn't go to a specific high school or a specialized high school. But no, whatever high school you go to, it won't be the end of the world. Like it's easier said than to believe it, but trust me, like it's not the end of the world. Admissions process, I would say don't overthink it. Like you will go where you're meant to be. Like you will literally go where you're meant to be, and don't be discouraged by it. And for me, I got into like my 4th choice, and I didn't even like know about this high school. Like I was just like, what is this high school? Like I've never heard of it. Like why would I even put it? Like I'm so stupid. Like it's just a lot. Like I just felt like I was crying. Like when I found out, I was crying and bawling my eyes out, I remember. And I would beg my mom to take me into the to transfer schools. But like the process right now, it's not worth it. It's like super hard. If you want to transfer, you have to give like a bunch of reasons. Like it's you could say safety or something, but not really. And I don't think you should transfer unless you actually stay in that high school for a year, or at least stay for like, yeah, at least if you stay for freshman year and you absolutely hate the school, I would say to give it another year and like another chance. But like if you absolutely hate it, it will be a long process to transfer. But if it genuinely makes you really happy, then you should transfer. But I will say, I didn't transfer, and I hated freshman year. Like I hated that school, I hated everything. But then like summer of freshman year, I kind of accepted it, and I was like, okay, it's like this is just where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna have to deal with it, like, you know. So you will go through the 5 stages of grief and like denial and acceptance. And I think the acceptance hits like after freshman year ends. You're just like whatever, you know, because you're already comfortable in a school. You've already made friends there, number one, and you already like, even if you haven't, you know the people, you know the teachers, you know where everything is. You won't feel like completely in a new zone when you go to a different high school. And freshman year came around, and I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Summer ended, and I, you know, got ready, and it was a completely new place, and like I just went to my class, and I did make a friend, and I am still friends with her right now. I actually went to her Sweet 16, but I met her the first day, and like that was it. We never talked freshman year, like at all. We only started talking sophomore year. But yeah, I made a friend, and like I was just you know, it's the first day, like you're just like looking around at your surroundings and like trying to feel familiar, see the people, you know, see what people you want to be friends with and you want to surround yourself with. So yeah, I was just so desperate to make friends, I feel like, because in 8th grade I did have a really big friend group, and I love them. I still love them to this day, and they're my best friends. And I don't know, in 8th grade, like I was literally going through heartbreak because I was leaving them, and I love that class. So it was really like hard for me to adjust to like a whole new environment where now I have to make new friends, and like I'm not gonna have them with me, and I'm gonna be kind of like pushed away from everything I know in this unknown zone. The biggest tip I can give is for you to really surround yourself with people that you want to be surrounded with. And the first day of school is really hard to tell, but you can kind of get vibes off of people, like, oh, they're cool, they're not cool, I don't like them, like, oh, they're kind of giving me weird vibes, you know, like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, use your intuition. And you know, this girl, like when I met her first, I was like, oh, she's cool and stuff, like, okay, she's nice, she's okay, like I just, you know, I just want a friend, like I just want someone to talk to so I'm not completely alone. Like I wasn't looking to make long time friendship with her, because I was just like, you know, whatever. Like you just don't want to be alone, so you kind of just cling on to someone and they kind of cling on to you. But that was like what I did. And then I was just clinging on to her because I found out that we had the same class next period, which was gym. So I went with her and I was just yapping with her. But off the bat, I could tell, like, you know, she was on her phone a lot, like, while we were talking. Like, it's the first day of school, like, we both don't know anyone here, like, you know. And she was just like, she was really like kind of mean to me in a way, and I was just like, okay. But like I kind of stuck with her because, again, I don't know anyone there, and like she's just there. So yeah, I was like, whatever. And yeah, I only talked to that girl for like two days probably. And then I made more friends. Like I went to lunch and I went to gym, and I literally just said hi to everyone. Like I said, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, and I just, like, you know, I was being social, you know, I was trying to make friends, and I did make friends. They were the wrong friends, but I still made them. And you know, like as you're getting to know them and doing small talk, you can already kind of tell kind of like their vibe and their energy. And I kind of ignored it because I was just delusional, and I thought that everyone was going to be perfect and good like my 8th grade friend group. It was not like that. Another thing, as I was walking up the stairs to my high school, because my high school's like, my campus is so pretty, like it's so pretty. As I'm walking up, I swear to God, it feels like I was in a movie. I literally see couples making out like on top of the staircase things, like as I'm walking to school. And I see them making out. I'm just like, what the hell? They're literally making out. I was just like, okay, that's wild. And nobody cared. And I was just walking up and I see so many people and everyone's with their friends, and I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm just alone here, you know, I'm just a freshman. And it was really scary. I was super scared. High school, it is like the Hunger Games. A lot of people are out for you. A lot of people will hate you. A lot of people will want to be you, but they never can be. They will never be you, and you have to always remember that they can never be you. They can never beat you. They can never even go up to your level. Like, you're that good. Like, they could never be you. You're prettier than them. You're everything. You're everything, basically. Not stress this enough. Freshman year, do good in your classes, because it will get harder sophomore year. If you do not do good freshman year and you do even worse sophomore year, it's like so bad. Like, it's gonna be hard to get those grades up, but you can still do it junior year. But like freshman year, I'm glad like I didn't really slack off that much. I feel like I slacked off sophomore year a little bit more because it got really hard and like the pressure of everything. But just, you know, be aware of freshman year and like do good in your classes. It's probably gonna be the funnest and easiest year you are gonna have. You really just need a lot of notebooks. Take notes, guys. Like, take notes. I don't take notes. You should take notes, but I don't know if yeah, okay. Sometimes if you really should make friends in other classes, like let's say you have chemistry second period, you should make a friend that has a first period. I'm just saying, it will help you out in the future. It could, you know, it could. Okay, go be friends with your teachers. go literally just talk to everyone. Don't have beef with anyone. Don't, like, if you have problems freshman year with literally everyone, people will target you. You will be known for the wrong things that you don't want to be, like, known as. Like, especially in my school, there was this one girl. She had a lot of beef with a lot of different people, and you know, when you are making friends with certain people, they will talk shit about that one person, and let's say you're friends with them, it gets really tricky, and like a lot of, like, you know, bumps and stuff. And like, I remember there was this one girl that I'm still friends, I'm not really, but I was friends with her, and like, she hated this other girl, but this other girl was also friends with me. Like, I had them on Instagram, and like, you don't talk shit about someone you don't know, because they could end up being your best friend in the future. But really don't talk shit. You have just been there for a year. You don't know everyone. You don't know, I will not stress this enough, you don't know what other people are going through. You really don't. You don't know their family life. You don't know if they're like getting abused at home. You don't know. And it's so important to be nice to people. But if someone is being mean to you, the biggest thing I could, you know, take a deep breath.
3, 2,
you know, if you want to be mean back, but don't like tell your whole friend group about it. Like, one person is gonna tell another person, is gonna be a whole like big thing. And there's like certain people that like everyone hated, and like everyone would talk shit about, and like I would sometimes feel inclined to talk about it too, but I wouldn't, because I don't have anything to say bad about you. Like, everyone is going through their own thing, and blood. Like, don't make enemies. You know, don't make enemies in high school, because everyone is trying their best, but really don't try to make beef, especially freshman year, because you'll just be known for that for the next 4 years of your life. So think, do I really want to be known for this for the next 4 years? Like, do I really want to take someone's man and like be called a cheater for the rest of the 4 years, and have their friend group hate me, and then the whole school end up hating me? So really think about that. Freshman year, like, that's when you like give your first impression, and like people are really starting to, okay, oh yeah, I kind of know her, no, not really, I don't know this freshman, you know. But sophomore year, I feel like it was a much better year. It was like 100 times better than freshman year. Sophomore year, I had classes with different people, so I ended up connecting with more people, and I started talking to them, and like I got like their Instagrams and stuff like that. And it was new teachers, so I felt like I had like a brand new start, and like a fresh start. Like, it was very fresh. And yeah, sophomore year, I was just like, I really didn't get into drama at all, I would say. Maybe with the friend group I was in, but not like with other people. Like, I stayed out of that. Freshman year, I kind of mingled in it a little bit, but sophomore year, no beef, no drama, don't want that. I'm trying to live peacefully. And sophomore year, I was like, oh, you know, I was just jolly in my own way. I was trying to like, you know, figure out my classes, and my classes were so hard sophomore year. I had trigonometry, I had physics, I had so many things. So I really was kind of focused on my schoolwork than really like social stuff. And even with that friend group, I started feeling even more of a disconnect, and I was just like, oh yeah. But I did have one really close friend that I still have, and I'm still close with her. And she was like kind of a lot of the reason why sophomore year was also bearable and very like good. But I also made friends in other classes and like with juniors and stuff like that, so it was getting better. Sophomore year, I feel like, is always better, but like academically, you'll be getting it. First semester, flew through, almost failed math a bunch of times because the teacher couldn't teach, and I had first period, like trigonometry, really, you know the buses don't work, you know the transit system does not work. Like, what are you expecting? And yeah, I really tried to make it a class, but it was so early. I also had like a really hard time with like getting up in the morning. Weirdly, like 8th grade, I would wake up at 5 a.m. No problem. Like, I'm not trying to impress anyone here. I don't like any of the guys here. All of you guys suck, and I'm not looking for a relationship. So yeah, and then sophomore year, second semester hit, I was drained. Oh my god, let me tell you guys something. I have never felt like that in my life. I felt so incredibly drained, and by drained, I mean tired. Like, you don't want to do anything. You don't have motivation. You don't want to do that assignment. You have no motivation to do anything. And that was me. It was really bad. It was January, like February, March. I still had to do it, you know. I still had to lock in, but to get it. But the amount of times I almost failed math, I would look at my grade and I'd be like, what the hell? And it was also because, you know, like in the morning I was late and like it was bad. But second semester I've never felt like that. Oh my god, guys, I was so tired. Like I had no energy for anything. Like I was so drained out. And towards like May, April-ish, when I had my AP exam, I really had to lock in, and I learned like the whole curriculum for AP World in 1 month. It is possible, guys. It is possible. Like two weeks before, I think, or 3 weeks before. And I would just watch Highschool and I would write down the notes and stuff. So you can do it. You can do it. Don't be scared of AP classes. Literally don't. It's not that bad. You just need to like manage your time properly, which I wasn't really good at it. But time management is key. I procrastinated a lot. I still procrastinate to this day. I am procrastinating an essay I have to write, but yeah, procrastination is very bad. So try to break out of it since freshman year. Okay, I'm not saying it's always gonna happen, but try your best, because it does get hard when you when it's the end of the marking period and you have to make up so many assignments and you have to see which classes I need to get boosted up for and stuff. So you'll have like the biggest realization about yourself, and like you'll just kind of start developing a conscious, and like I know that's really hard for you right now to hear, and like you're like, what the hell is she talking about? You will know, and you'll think of me. Please should subscribe, because I'm right. And your eyes will be so much more open. Like you'll think of things you wouldn't ever think of, and you won't believe certain things, and like you'll just be like, what? Because I feel like in freshman year, one thing goes through your ear and the other thing goes out, and advice also tends to do that, which happened in my case also from like a little hack that I do to get like more stickers. Like you collect stickers and then you could redeem the stickers for like points on the test. And I told her what I do, and I'm like, oh, I help out, and I do I put the computers away, and he gives me stickers. Not even 5 minutes later, the teacher comes over to us and she's like, oh my god, you want to know what Chanel told me? She was like, she does the computers only because you want to give her stickers, and like she knows you're gonna give her stickers, so that's the only reason she does it. And then she made the teacher aware that that's what I'm doing to get more, you know, stickers, and like stack them up. And I looked at her, I gave her the biggest side eye possible, because I have never hated a person more. Like I literally looked at her, and from that moment I knew this she is fake, red flag, look out, she will do something in the future that's gonna hurt you, or like she'll backstab you and she won't care. And yeah, so like there'll be certain instances where people do that for you, and you'll just be mind blown, like, wow, you're like that, okay. And also sophomore year, the friend group I was in, I guess I'm still in it, they did something to me really, really bad, and it opened my eyes, because they like backstabbed me and betrayed me, and I saw it, and I was just like, wow. And it could be the smallest instances, but those instances will tell you what type of person they are. Like it could be them, like, let's say, like, even saying a joke, not even a joke, like let's say they just do something to you, and it seems small, like let's say they tell a teacher to cheat or something. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. But let's just say they do something small. You'll realize what type of person they are from there. Like you'll just realize, like, wow, this person, if there was a car coming to hit us, they would run away and they wouldn't bring me with them. Like, you know, they would push me off the bridge. Like that's what I felt like, that they would push me off the bridge and they would not care. That's what I realized, and it was just crazy to me. I was so angry that day because of what that girl did. I don't think I've ever reached that level of anger. Like I was like psychopath anger. Like I was so calm. I was so calm. I think that was level 5 anger. Like, I was so scarily calm, and I had no appetite. I was telling my family about it, and I was telling my siblings about it, and that was level 5 of me mad. And after that day, I never saw her in the same light. I never see her. I never see any of them in the same light. And another thing was, I was with the friend I was close with, and that made sophomore year bearable. I was with her, and she, like, we were gonna go get food or something, and I usually go home after school, and I don't hang out with them, and I just go home, and I talk to my real friends, and I went with her that day, and she was really inconsiderate of certain things and what I did, and she, like, I went for her, and she just was like, you can leave or something, and that day when she said that, I was just like, wow. Like, it was the biggest. I ignored her, I think, for like 4 days afterwards, and I didn't want to talk about it because I really hate confrontation. I try to avoid conflict as much as possible, but I just felt so hurt about that incident. Like, I was like crying because I just felt so hurt, and I was like, I spent a year on this person. They're like this. Like, they showed me their true colors, like, and I was so hurt, and I never saw her in the same light, and I don't see her in the same light. And you have to be aware. You really, really have to be aware of people like that, because they will screw you over and they will not care. And I don't want to make this into like a sad video, like high school is so scary, high school is like blah, like high school is so terrible and scary. No, it's not. People are, some certain people in high school are, but you will meet great people in high school. You will meet amazing teachers that will influence you and protect you, and they will change your whole life. They, like, and positivity is key. If someone's overly negative, you need to cut that person off, because why are you telling me I can't get a 1600 on the SAT? Who are you to say that? But yeah, so like, just the school could be great, and I'm so glad I'm in the school. I'm super, super glad I'm not in the school with my friends, because I think it also made our bond stronger that we're not in the same school, but I do miss them a lot, but it made it stronger. Sometimes it's like we won't talk for like a couple of days, we'll come back, we'll have a chat, and we'll all be on FaceTime. But yeah, I feel like for my development, going into different school with them was great. Like, the opportunities I have there is great. The people, the environment sometimes is not that great, but the environment is what you make of it. So surround yourself with good people, find good people. It may not seem like there's any good people, or be alone. Honestly, be alone, work on you. You're a high school student, just work on you. Think about your goals. Where do you want to be from 10 years from now? Like, think about it. And like that's a separate video I feel like I should make, but for me right now I'm just saying like being alone for me was the scariest thing ever. I remember I joined swim, my school has a swim team, and I joined it because, you know, I was just like, oh, like I need to join a club in a sport. So I joined it, and I remember afterwards from school, no one wanted to hang out, and I would just go to Subway and eat alone, eat my Subway sandwich alone while everyone was with their friends, and I just felt so alone. I was crying, like I literally teared up multiple times, and I was just like, I'm so alone here, and like I don't have anyone here. But now I realize like being alone is okay. Like it might seem really scary and like hard and like frightening because, and like you seem like a loser sometimes. Like that's how I felt. Like I was like, I'm such a loser. I'm like eating a Subway sandwich alone in Subway alone while everyone's with their friends while I'm waiting to go to swim. But no, that was the wrong mindset to have. Like I should be glad that I'm alone, and like not even glad, like you should enjoy your own company. And yeah, I felt really sad though that I was alone. I felt like such a loner and loser. But you know, I realized to kind of get, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. So might as well not be a miserable shit about it and like actually accept it and like enjoy it and be like, oh, this is time for myself, this is time to do homework, this is time to work on myself, work on my goals, journal, post a TikTok, you know, look at TikTok, like, you know, relax, like, you know. So that was Rising Junior. I feel like I should end off the video on something very positive since I have been talking about my experiences with high school. I'm gonna leave it on a good note. High school for me has been a roller coaster. I've gone through so many things, I've experienced so many things that I wouldn't think I would experience, and not only school related but like family wise, and like I'm just like, wow, I would never believe that this would happen, that in 8th grade, like I would never believe it. But yeah, stuff like that. And like I'm always just like, you know, my biggest stress is school. Other people's biggest stress is finding food, what they're gonna eat that day if they have enough money to eat it. And I'm just, I wish I could give everyone a hug, and everyone's going through stuff in high school, but that does not give an excuse for everyone to be kind of horrible to you, so you have to watch out for your environment. And
you're gonna remember about high school for your whole life. Your whole life you're gonna remember about these 4 years. So you should really make it worth it. You should make mistakes. You should goof around. You should have fun. You should do everything. And yeah, it's like you're a kid. No one can say anything to you because you're literally a kid. Like I feel like our whole lives we wait until we go to high school, and when we go it's just like, what the hell, we're in high school. So yeah, make friends, have fun, and just like honestly make the best of your experience. Like that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I did sophomore year. Even though if I didn't like it all the time, you know, it's just I was there, like I was just trying to make the best out of it, of what I'm given. And yeah, I have like, and you'll make the fondest of memories and greatest of memories in high school. Like I literally went on King Zakai, which I never thought I would be able to do. Like King Zakai, like in Six Flags when our school took us, I rope climbed like 42 feet above the ground, like because of my school. It was crazy. And yeah, and like in general I've made so many great memories with my friends from middle school and elementary. Like I literally touched a python snake. Like it was crazy. Like, I've done a lot of things in high school, and yeah, just make it a really memorable experience. And I hope you guys have like the best high school year. And don't be scared if you're going into freshman year. Just remember my words, don't be scared. You'll do fine, okay? Like you will be fine.
I just want to say, if you guys have any more questions you want to ask me or like anything, then please let me know in the comments down below. And please subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends or anyone you want to show it to. Yeah, and like let me know. I have like a bunch of junior videos coming up that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like a what's in my bag and like what you need to pack for high school, supplies or stuff like that, you know, back to school shopping. So let me know. Hopefully you guys like the video. I hope my advice is useful in the future if you're looking for it, and I just really hope it's useful. But yeah, and I do have a non-profit for New York City high school students if you guys want it. It's not really a non-profit, it's like I do journalism stuff, and I like talk about pressing social issues that's going on currently and a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to go check that out, you can become a member and join and start it in your school if you want to. Yeah, just let me know. Let me know on Instagram, or like follow the Instagram account. Text me on there because I will answer. And yeah, my next post is gonna be about migrants and stuff like that. So yeah, you should go check it out. Yeah. Bye guys. I think if you want to know a little bit about me, I think I'll put it in my description box down below. But yeah. Bye guys. I hope you like my makeup look because I think it looks so good and I'm completely rocking it. And I did do a tutorial on TikTok, so you should go watch that too. Okay, bye guys.